ARMY like fanatic.
You don't want to become like me?
Yeah. I was scared. I was like, I'm not ready for this. And then I heard Dynamite
with 8 points about.
Gosh, I think she wanted to cry. Like, she's just the sweetest person ever.
Hi friends, I hope you're good. I hope you're safe. I'm Yetti and I'm here with my friend
Kez.
So a while ago I told you that I was on a mission to turn my friends into ARMY, and it happened. Yay me! So Kez is here, so you might remember her from one of the first videos I did. She watched Black Swan and On. You're a bit of a hater at that point.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. I feel like this one's doing too much. What are they gonna do for 5 minutes?
Okay, okay.
I thought they were okay, like I didn't really see what the big deal was at that point.
But you were shook when you heard JK's vocals.
How? How did you... Wow. Yeah, I did. Like, I thought their vocals and stuff was really good, but I was more... I don't know how to explain it. I didn't really want to get into it, so I wasn't really giving it a proper chance, to be fair.
What were you scared about?
I didn't want to become like ARMY, like fanatic.
You don't want to become like me?
Yeah. I do want to become like her, really and truly. So I downplayed it so much, and I was like, oh yeah, they're alright, they're alright. And then I heard Dynamite, and I was gone by then.
What's funny is I like Dynamite, but Dynamite isn't a big deal for me. I don't know about you guys, other ARMYs. For me, because I knew it wasn't written by them, and I love that they tried English, but I don't know, it wasn't quite as like wow as everyone else was talking about. I think it was made more for different people like you, people that needed that like language crossover. Whereas for me, I'm here for like the Korean everything in there, but for you it worked.
And the music video, I think I liked everything. The vocals and just the beat, and the music video was so good as well because I'm like really into like pastel colours, and you know like they dressed in all the pastel. I was just like, and the dance, everything was just good. Like it was really good. So I was gone by Dynamite. I was like already invested. I listened to Dynamite like every day.
You still listen to it every day?
Yeah, literally.
You called me 2 days ago to say, oh my gosh, Dynamite's on the radio again. And I was like, have you not heard this song multiple times?
I have, but I just love it. Like, it's my favourite song, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, you made me learn Dynamite. And I thought, okay, maybe she's a bit bored. Also, she just really loves this song. It didn't click to me that she is already becoming ARMY by that point. So we learned the dance, and we like performed it for our other friends. And then when it got time to actually like put the camera on, you ditched me and made me do it on my own.
But she was really good. Like, she was really good. We learned like the whole dance.
It was fun. It was fun. It's probably the only dance of theirs that I can actually learn, because evereverything else is like super complicated.
And guys, she was actually really good at the dance. Like, it was good.
This is just good friendship, gassing me up. What I remember is we decided that we were going to watch one of their concerts. This girl was sleeping on the sofa. The moment I put on the concert, she was like, huh? What's happening? And I was looking at her, and you were still being a bit of a hater at that point. You're like, oh, are we really gonna watch a whole concert? I was like, yeah, we want to watch it. Go sleep in the bedroom. She was like, no, it's fine, I'll just stay here. And then as things are going, I can hear you humming.
Guys, listen to this, right? I was promised a non-ARMY holiday. Like, that was the plan. And then
how many of you know that doesn't actually happen?
And then they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch this concert. And I'm thinking, I know how long these concerts are because I've seen little bits where you showed me. And I was like, we're not watching an entire concert, are you kidding me? But low-key, I was like, it's alright, because I kind of seen, you'd shown me that concert before. The one with one of the boys in the red suit.
J-Hope.
Yeah. So I remember seeing it and I was like, oh, I've already kind of seen it. So some of the songs I already knew or I'd heard them before. So I was asleep, but I was low-key listening. And then, yeah.
It's when Euphoria came on, you're like, oh, I love this song. And I was like, how do you know this song? And you're like, I don't know, like, you've played it before, I've just heard a bit of it. I was like, okay. But she's the type of person that if she likes something, you can't force it on her. You have to go slowly, otherwise you're just gonna run away. Yeah. So I was just like, okay, cool. How I found out that she was ARMY is we have this group chat, and one of our friends said, guys, who's your ultimate K-pop bias and why? So I was working at the time, so I thought, let me just like quickly write something. It's RM. So I literally just wrote like, I think 4 lines. I thought that's how everyone else was doing it. I wrote 4 lines. One of my other friends who's Jimin bias wrote like a whole like paragraph and poem. Someone else is writing, I think, about Mark from NCT. And I was even feeling for her. I was like, oh no, like, she's not really gonna know what to say. She's probably gonna ignore the message. And then Sis comes out with 8 points about V. So you first said, oh guys, I don't really know what to say, but I'll try. and you said that first, and you really like were amping it up. I really don't know what I'm gonna say, but okay, I'll try. And so I was thinking, oh, like, yeah, I don't want her to be under pressure, you know? 8 points! 8 points!
Hey.
And those 8 points were things, some of it, I was like, I don't know this. How do you know this? So I literally called you afterwards and was like, what has happened? Why have you not told me this before?
Guys, I was so scared for that phone call. She called me, I didn't answer.
She didn't answer and then texted me and was like, I'm scared. I was like, answer your phone. You need to tell me what's happened. Oh, so, gosh. What was happening in the background before you got to that point?
Guys, okay. So what happened was, I really like Dynamite. So I was listening to Dynamite like all the time, and it was like all over my YouTube. And you know how YouTube works, where it's kind of like, you listen to one thing and then they show you loads of other things you should listen to. So I was kind of scrolling one day and then I saw a video come up of like, oh, BTS shopping.
Shopping, woo!
And I was like, oh, okay, let me just click on it. You know? Kind of like, you know, just, background thing.
Just want to see what they're like shopping.
Yeah, you know, like, it's a background thing. Well, except you have to, like, read the subtitles. So I ended up having to, like, concentrate on it. And then, yeah, I watched that. And then I just kind of liked their whole vibe in terms of, like, how they are with each other. So I watched one video with V and Jimin.
Oh.
And, oh my gosh, I literally wanted to cry. Like, he's just the sweetest person ever. And there was a part of the video where he was like talking about his grandma, and I think that was what like really got me in my feels. That video just pulled on my heartstrings. So yeah, all these little things kind of got together, and then, but again, at the time I didn't really think I was really like ARMY, because I kind of felt like to be ARMY you have to like really like love them, know all these things about them. And obviously I have 2 friends who are really ARMY, so I kind of felt like I wasn't on that level. So I couldn't really...
3?
Yeah, no, 4.
Oh, okay.
4, but
so
like...
then I feel like once you were in my video, they all were like, oh, okay, so now can I send you more?
Yeah, literally.
You're like, no.
So I kind of was a bit skeptical of like telling them, because I didn't want them to now send me loads of stuff, and I was like... Yeah, no. And also at the time I didn't really know that I was really ARMY, because I didn't want to claim it if I wasn't really like that level. So they'd still ask me to like watch stuff and I'd still be like, oh no. But low-key I'm like, oh yeah.
Watching it at home yourself.
Like, oh yeah. Like I had a whole BTS playlist at that point.
Yeah, you would send me random videos of you in the car listening to BTS music, and I thought you were just doing it as a like, hey, look what I listen to. I didn't realise like,
oh yeah,
it's fully a thing
now.
now.
Yeah, I like them. But then yeah, so then on the group chat we were asked our ultimate bias.
Yeah.
And I had to pick, didn't I? And at the time I was like, yeah, V's my kind of guy. Like, there's kind of.
So why V?
I think there's a few things.
Yeah, eight things.
I just think, okay, for example, one thing I really like about him is the fact that even though like he's part of this big group and like this big K-pop group, he still like remembers his roots and where he came from and like how he was raised and stuff, and that was really like amazing to see.
He's humble.
Yeah, very humble. I'm sure all of them
are. Yeah.
I'm sure all of them are, but that's one thing I really loved about that. Little things like when I watched the video and I saw that like he ran, like in one of the videos, like he ran away from his room and went to Jimin because he was scared of ghosts. And I was just like, oh, that's literally me, like 100% me. So when they asked me, I said, okay, Jimin, not Jimin, V.
Are you getting repped already?
When they asked me, I kind of said, yeah, V. So I posted it on the group chat, and come and see, guys.
An onslaught.
Guys,
I was annoyed.
I was scared to post it because I knew they were going to react like this.
Yes.
And I knew everyone was just going to come for me and say like, oh my gosh, like why didn't you tell us? How could you? And I knew it was going to be a big thing. So I posted it and I kind of went offline. And then straight away,
kept hounding you, so you had to answer eventually.
Straight away she called me.
FaceTime. I needed to see your face. I needed you to verify what you were saying. I needed to understand it.
But guys, she doesn't FaceTime.
Oh, yeah, I hate FaceTime.
So I was scared. I was like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. I had no idea how it was going to go, but that's how she found out.
So now she's ARMY and we're going to take some time to watch different things. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Let me know, how did you become ARMY? And do you have ARMY friends as well that you kind of have gotten them into it? Or is it still kind of just you on your own? But let me know. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.